Today's horoscope, Pisces September 9th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With the moon's transit of your spirit sector today, you might seek activities that break you out of the routine. You're nourishing your mind and spirit. Today's transits suggest shows of independence from others that throw you for a loop. Of course, they can also prompt you to find other activities that will allow you to do things solo with satisfactory results. The fewer expectations you have for your interactions today, the better. It will save you some frustration since unpredictable elements are part of the day. While there is good energy for innovative ideas, detours, and conversations, you'll want to center yourself and take things step by step. Solid answers are not forthcoming today, making it best to pick a task and do it to prevent overwhelmed feelings that lead to procrastination. Look up to the sky. In very deep parts of space, other celestial objects are dancing just for you. While the luminaries, the sun and the moon and the planets provide the greatest insight into humanity's collective shifts, the asteroids also bring us very important information, too. Pallas, the asteroid that helps us to balance the masculine and the feminine and also ties to wisdom and courage, has now danced into the zodiac sign of the Centaur, Sagittarius. You will be encouraged to embrace further self-expression, spontaneity, passion, and discovery. Turn your attention to reflect on these ideas. You will be glad that you did. Who can build you up? You may feel like you are in a state of transition these last few months. Finding yourself and becoming a better professional is not an easy process. Reflect on who could be there to support your period of growth and self-improvement, as the Sun in Virgo opposes Saturn retrograde in your sign. You may find that you have a few core partnerships that can help you succeed. These partners could be a boss, colleague, or client. No matter who they are, let them help you grow as a professional. You want what you want, and you want it now. Today you may experience that quality of yours commonly known as impatience. The urgency with which you experience certain feelings may overwhelm those around you this week. Try to focus on understanding what you want and putting it into words that let people know how they can help you most. That overpowering celestial energy can be mitigated by language. Another tip: work out your frustration at the gym, if possible, or on the bike path. The vibrations today are really very beautiful. They are announcing a phase of stability and when you will be making your projects concrete. You have everything you need to see your professional and sentimental initiatives come to fruition. You will soon have some new responsibilities offered up to you as well. Think about it before taking them on because they may change your life and involve some commitments in the future. In terms of your friendships, you are coming into a phase of conviviality and sharing. With the moon in an adventurous part of your chart and Mars spending his first weekend in a playful and creative area, this is an ideal time to fully embrace the weekend spirit. Mars will remain here for the next 2 months, and Venus is just 15 days away from returning to initiate the year's first planetary activity on the fun, romantic, and creative side of life. When Mercury leaves your work sector tomorrow, it will remain empty until Mars returns in November. The emerging message is clear: life can no longer be all work and no play. Having the moon in an adventurous part of your chart during Mars' first weekend in your romantic sector is bringing together a mix of romance, passion, and adventure not experienced since early 2023, but in what is just a small taste of things to come. When Venus, the planet of love, returns to an adventurous part of your chart later in the month, she will take this to the next level. Daily Planetary Overview. On a more personal level, today could stir up feelings of attraction and longing that are hard to ignore. You might find yourself desiring a deeper, more sensual connection in your relationships. It's completely natural to crave intimacy, to want to feel close to someone both physically and emotionally. These desires are part of our human experience. But if you're feeling indecisive, that longing can quickly turn into anxiety. Have you ever felt torn between your deepest desires and the fear of making the wrong choice? It's a tricky balance, and today, you might find yourself wrestling with those very emotions. If you've ever been caught in that push and pull of wanting something but being unsure of how to go about it, you're not alone. Today might bring those feelings to the surface, nudging you to confront them. It's okay to take your time with these. There's no need to rush into decisions just because your emotions feel heightened. Have you noticed that when you give yourself a moment to pause and reflect, the right path often becomes clearer? One thing to watch for today is the temptation to overindulge as a way of coping with these intense emotions. Whether it's food, drink, or distractions like mindless scrolling, it's easy to turn to these comforts when you're feeling uncertain. But staying calm and resisting those impulses is your best bet for managing your feelings in a healthy way. If you find yourself reaching for that extra slice of cake or contemplating a purchase you don't really need, pause for a moment. Ask yourself if this is truly what will make you feel better in the long run. Often, what we need most is just a little space to breathe, a moment to reflect on what's really going on beneath the surface. Despite these emotional challenges, there's also a powerful sense of mental and physical strength running through you today. This is an ideal time to tackle those tough decisions you've been avoiding. Maybe there's been something weighing on your mind for a while, a choice you've been putting off because it feels overwhelming. Today, you have the clarity and courage to face it head on. Take your time to carefully consider all the details before coming to a conclusion, but once you've made your decision, trust yourself. Have you ever made a tough choice, and even though it was difficult, you felt a sense of relief afterward? That's the kind of energy you can tap into today. Once you've made up your mind, stand by it with confidence and avoid second-guessing yourself. On the professional front, your energy and courage are at an all-time high. You have everything you need to achieve your ambitions, but proceed with caution. It's easy to get sidetracked by intricate details that can seem interesting but ultimately distract you from your main goals. Have you ever been so focused on one small part of a project that you lost sight of the bigger picture? Today, try to approach things in a level-headed and sensible way. By concentrating on the most important tasks, you'll avoid unnecessary delays and reach a successful outcome more efficiently. Challenges may arise, but remember, not every difficult situation is as critical as it seems at first. When you're faced with what appears to be a crisis, take a deep breath and react calmly. Emotions can easily flare up in stressful moments, but if you allow yourself to stay grounded, you'll notice that most disturbances blow over without causing any real damage. Have you ever found that after taking a step back and giving yourself some space to breathe, what seemed like a major problem wasn't so overwhelming after all? Today is a reminder that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. Just stay calm and collected. As you go through the day, take a moment to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How can you navigate today's twists and turns with grace? How can you balance your enthusiasm and dreams with a grounded, realistic approach? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. How do you handle unexpected surprises in your life? And what steps are you taking to turn your dreams into reality? Feel free to share in the comments. Today is full of opportunities, so embrace it with an open heart and a steady mind.